I learned this song sitting down. I don't know, it just seemed more natural. But, you know, Nathan and Natasha's new to us here, and they might not be aware that this instrument is called the Appalachian Mountain Dulcimer. And it is perhaps and probably the only stringed instrument that has its roots and its creation in the Appalachian Mountains. The Scotch-Irish, we think, brought it here or built it after they got here or something. We're not real sure. But the word dulcimer, dulci, means melody, and M-E-R, myrrh. Dulci means sweet, and myrrh means melody, so sweet melody. And so it has a sweet little sound to it. But anyway, our history of the hymn tonight is a rather unique hymn that I found. And I found it, and then I couldn't find anything about it. So I sought some help from one of my dulcimer teachers, a man by the name of Tug Glazner out in the Midwest. And he said, yes, I can help you a little bit with that. The old hymn's called Better, Farther On. And everybody I've asked, nobody's ever heard it. Well, Brother Dean had, because his brother and sister has sung this song before. But I'm going to tell you why I think this hymn is one of the most unusual that I've ever heard, and then I'll tell you what little I know about the hymn. We live in an age of youth, and boy, you young folks, hey, live it long, live it fast. And, society doesn't put a whole lot of value as we grow older, and that's kind of part of what this song is about. It's reminding us that life is better farther on because we're going to go to a place where it's going to be better farther on. And really, I'll tell you what little I know about this. This hymn came out of what's called the Sacred Harp tradition, and that originated in New England in the 1800s. So we're placing this hymn somewhere in the mid to late 1800s. And this sacred harp tradition was carried on through the South. And these hymns use shape notes. And I know you might not. How many's never heard the term shape notes before? Raise your hand. In the old days, and I think this actually went on in the church I was raised in, you'd have the musical notes there that the pianist would play. But you'd also have little shapes up above the words. And if you were singing the tenor part, you might be where the triangle is, and the triangle would tell you that's either do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do on the scale, so you'd know where to sing your part. So everybody in the choir or the congregational would sing by the shape notes. Well, this song came out of that. James Nicholson was a man who had immigrated from Ireland in the 1820s and became a member of Wharton Street Methodist Church in Philadelphia, where he taught Sunday school, and he often led the singing. And it was while he was there that he met a hymn writer, well-known hymn writer, by the name of William J. Kirkpatrick. Now, you're familiar with some of Mr. Kirkpatrick's hymns because he wrote "'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus" and "Away in a Manger" and a whole bunch of other hymns as well. These two became friends, and Mr. Kirkpatrick encouraged Mr. Nicholson to adapt this very song and arrange it from the shape note hymnal. And so that's how it happened. Mr. Nicholson wrote this song. He changed the melody a little bit and the harmonization a little bit. And it has very sweet lyrics to it, at least I think. It's a very peaceful little hymn, but it offers some great reminders to you folks someday who'll be our age, to the rest of us who are our age. This song says it best, and we'll do our best to try to do it for you tonight. This song's called Better, Farther On. As we travel through, let's try that again. As we travel through the desert, storms beset us all the way. But beyond the river Jordan lies a land of endless day. Farther on, still go farther, count the milestones one by one. Jesus will forsake you never. It is better farther on. Oh, my brother, are you weary of the roughness of the way? Does your strength begin to fail you? Let the Savior lead the way. Jesus, Jesus will go with you. He will lead you to the throne. He who dyed his garments for you, and the winepress tread alone. Farther on, still go farther, count the milestones one by one. Jesus will forsake you never. It is better farther on. At my grave I'll still be singing. Do not weep for one that's gone. Sing it as we once did sing it. It is better farther on. Farther on, still go farther. Count the milestones one by one. Jesus will forsake you never. It is better farther on. It is better farther on. It is better farther on.